Let's
Alrighty,
get
folks,
right into the news. Please don't leave that
I
bit
was
in.
trying to speak, but that's fine.
We're
I thought we were
walking
going to do
into-
some
Alright, guys.
banter.
Motherfucker.
Are we?
Motherfuckers.
Are we not walking into the
talking?
cathedral
Listen.
right now?
No, I thought we were going to do
Listen,
a little
let
bit
me,
of banter
let
or
me do
some
my
shit.
thing.
Oh,
Let me
let him
do
do
my
the
thing.
thing.
Let him do the thing.
All right.
So basically,
So-
what I was thinking.
Oh, I can't hear you, Michael. You got moved to the other channel. So this is right before we record episode 17.
Yeah.
This is May 2nd, 2017. If you don't believe me, check the timestamp on this video.
Yeah.
Probably. It hasn't happened yet.
This is just to prove to you that this wasn't a bullshit thing we pulled out of our ass.
So, yeah, what happened is, considering that they've been going around doing shit, they actually needed to come up with a plan, and so, off camera, in some text logs that we might actually release bits of, and stuff like that, they came up with an elaborate ruse. An elaborate scheme, a caper, Ocean's 11 style mischief and mayhem. And if you're listening to this, they actually did it, and it didn't all fuck up.
Because that's going to
I
happen.
have no idea when you're going to be listening to this. I'm assuming that Elias is dead, exactly as I've planned.
Ooh, what happens to John in the future?
He gets turned into a squirrel.
Oh.
He still has the cowboy hat and everything, and the same voice, and all of his stats are the same, but he's a squirrel now.
I'm sure he'd be happy with that.
Yeah, the hat is way too big. It's pretty cute, actually.
Patton has actually been outed as two goblins in a trench coat.
Yeah, wearing a
One
bird
of the goblins
mask.
died, so I'm now playing as the other one, but it's the exact same character. I'm
Right.
just like half as tall.
Or it's Weekend at Bernie's, and you're still holding the other goblin up, and it's starting to smell real bad in that suit.
And then, of course, Jerry is just as Jerry has always been.
Yeah. He's just standing there. We're gonna be starting off with y'all motherfuckers going in to talk. You all are going to talk to Lazarus, right? You're driving back into the town?
Correct.
Okay, and you all remember and have your plan. So,
This is to discuss our master ruse.
yes. So, you guys drive back into Little Rock. There's an air of tension around as people are milling around on the streets, kind of walking a bit slow, looking at you guys like a little concerned. And, of course, if you just head right on back to where you last saw him, Lazarus is going to be sitting on the steps of the church with a bit of an angry look on his face.
All right, we'll go ahead and start pouring out of the car.
Yep.
Lazarus, we have something we'd like to talk to you about.
Hey, Granddaddy Lazarus, these people want to lie about the Bible. I don't think it's right. I want to know what you think about it.
Oh, hold on. First things first. I need a bit of information. Now, from what I seen, from what I heard, what I felt, Michael did something I ain't entirely happy about. Am I right?
Are you talking about the whole?
I'm talking about burning down that house, messing with them graves.
I do believe that the house is somewhat intact, and the graves remained rather
That's
unchanged.
That's a relief. That's a relief.
He didn't mess with the graves.
I saw the fire and I thought the worst, but I ain't. And he starts, kind of pawing at his knee a little bit. I ain't quick to anger no more, but anyway.
Hey, Jerry.
What were you saying
if you
there,
want
boy?
to turn that camera off? The devil worshippers are talking.
So Lazarus, while we were on our way back, we formulated a scheme, and I wouldn't call it lying about the Bible so much as it is making sure Michael never goes near that house again. Does that sound like something you'd be interested in?
Sounds like you're twisting your words over there.
Oh, it certainly does. You can be straight with me.
All right, so
You ain't getting nothing past me anyway, so you might as well not try.
fair enough, Mr. Lazarus. So we have a plan to really get Michael. I think we were going to entrap him, but we're going to trick him. We're going to lead him on a little... Sorry, adapting a little bit of your accent there, sir. We're going to lead him on a little goose chase. And a goose chase of sorts, but we're going to need him to really want to be into it. And John mentioned something about some artifacts or something that he might want to go after. I don't know, but it sounds like a good premise.
Sounds like I believe if I'm getting what John's laying down here and what you're laying down. Like I said, please don't try and get anything by me. What are you talking about with artifacts?
They want lie and say that there are holy artifacts here.
So, what do y'all mean by artifacts?
Well, I'm sure John can explain what happened after that whole ordeal with Uriel.
All right. John?
Well, these people think we got a plan to catch Michael. However,
Yep.
they want to say that we got some religious artifacts out here. We don't have no religious artifacts out
Yep.
here.
Well, I mean, we got some, but what do you mean by artifacts? Do you mean, like, magic?
Like the Ark of the Covenant level.
Yeah, we ain't got nothing like that.
Yeah, we ain't got nothing like that out here. I don't think it's right to lie about it.
Essentially, what we'd like to do, Lazarus, is Michael was able to keep up with us through Jaron here's show.
All right.
And so what we'd like to do is we would like to we would like to set a trap for Michael.
All right.
We're not going to be able to catch him if we go out looking for him.
Nah,
The best way we're going to
won't be
find
able
him
to
is
do
if we
that.
bring him to us.
Mm-hmm.
So what we thought is he mentioned the trumpets, some kind of holy.
The 7 trumpets that in the Book of Revelations. Correct? He's been talking about them.
What we'd like to do is we'd like to trick him into thinking we're going out to collect these 7 powerful religious holy artifacts, and we'd like your assistance in tricking him into believing that on the show here. And what we're going to do is we're going to lead him to us through this breadcrumb trail, all the while collecting the actual important part of the plan, which is Elias and I are going to work together to find these various pieces. We have a very basic idea of what it could look like now.
Right.
We're going to need these different pieces to set up a trap for Michael that we're going to spring on him when we hook him in with this religious item trail.
So what you mean to tell me is that you want to fabricate a little story that, well, quite frankly, is a little bit ridiculous, ascribing a bunch of important holy power to a bunch of random rocks and sticks on the ground. Is that what you're saying to me?
Well,
Some fancier looking rocks and sticks.
a bit of an exaggeration. I do believe the plan was to use Patton's artificery talents, as it were, to construct sets and traps. Really give it its sort of a movie set quality for Jerry to film. Caves.
Lazarus's really stern expression is going to start to lighten up a little bit. Just going to start grinning a little.
This ain't that funny.
I think it's pretty funny.
That's a lie.
Now, John, you remember King Solomon?
Of course I do.
Wisdom of King Solomon? He weaved together a little ridiculous tale to figure out who was right and who was lying. Don't you think this is a little bit of the same thing?
I see what you're saying. I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
To me, it seems like if he was going to go along with something like that y'all were setting up. This head ain't in the right place to begin with.
You make a lot of sense, Granddaddy Lazarus.
Hopefully, my genuine hope with that would be that he would see through it, realize what he's doing. But if he sees it through to the end, then there weren't no hope for him to begin with. And he used up about the last bit of my patience with that little stun he pulled.
Same, out of patience with that guy. I agree.
I would ordinarily go on telling you to talk to him and see what you can do to help him. We already done that. We already talked to him. We already tried to talk as much sense into that boy as we could. But if he ain't willing to listen, and if he's willing to take it that far, he gotta be stopped. Especially if he's talking about them whores. And I don't think he's capable of actually doing what he's setting out to do. But if just a little bit of what I saw there, what y'all went up against, if just a little bit more of that came down, well, it'll literally be hell on earth.
And we'd like to avoid that, so, John, are you pretty convinced that this is a good idea now?
Well, if Granddaddy Lazarus says the time for talking is over, I guess we gotta act.
I ain't saying that the time for talking is entirely over. I'm just saying it don't necessarily have to be plan A through Z no more.
Well, Lazarus, we've got some pre-prepared lines here for you for when the tape starts rolling. We're going to. It shouldn't be too hard to memorize. I'm sure you'll master it.
I think I actually got an idea for y'all already.
Oh well, it will be we will be doing it live, so we really only have one shot.
And Michael's going to be listening, so put on your best face.
There's something that Michael was talking about going off to get something similar to what y'all are saying, but he thinks it's real. And I told him it was hogwash, but he wouldn't listen to me. So, if y'all go there, he would definitely think he was right.
Fantastic.
All right. Well, Zep, set up the camera and let's get this show on the road.
Wait. Why are we starting a new Audacity thing? I thought we could just do it as one take. And then just cut it out. They already stopped it. Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, you could have just cut it.